Um, on the note of kayfabe, so this isn't fact or fame. No, no. This is as I like to do to you. I like to test your smartdom. So this the season 3 opening quiz is whose Fabe is this?
Whose Fabe?
Yes, I'm going to give you a synopsis, a little synopsis of my own creation.
Oh,
Smarky synopsis. I'm going to need you to name at least 2 significant characters or wrestlers or talents from this synopsis or from this story. I'll give you 2 guesses per question.
so it's kind of like there's a story, and I need to say who was involved in it.
Yeah. Who is this? Whose story am I describing, or who's involved in this? Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, all right. I'm worried you're going to smash this. By the way, I don't think they're too hard. They're quite
You've
interesting.
seen how I do on your quizzes.
You do all right. I'm really tested, and this is like a number 1 contenders type situation. If you fail this, then you get to give one to me, and then we decide who gets to then challenge for the belt first. We'll go like that.
Okay.
Okie doke. So, number 1. A wedding gone wrong when the betrothed admit that they were only in it for the publicity.
Billy, Chuck, Eric Bischoff's in there. 3-minute warning, Rico.
Yes, it is Billy and Chuck when they admitted they were not gay.
They got no problem with that.
No problem with being gay.
Weirdly liberal. It got a real pop as well.
Eric Bischoff was dressed up as an old man in the whole fake mask thing, like Mission Impossible style.
Did you like that segment? Because I know
it's so strange.
It's like a Marmite of a segment, but I love it. It's
everything
wrestling
should. Kid, I watched that like Saturday morning on Sky. It was so strange.
It made me think people dressing up in masks and revealing themselves at the last minute was going to be a way bigger problem in my life than it actually was.
Okay, moving on. Okay. Reading this out is going to be so funny. All right. A rivalry that sees one person introduce a giant enforcer to seek revenge for problems caused by kissing the other's feet.
That is Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler, Isaac Yankem DDS.
Correct!
Wrestling's fucking dumb.
Jerry Lawler had to kiss Bret Hart's feet, and
it
caused him
kiss his own feet as well.
And it caused him dental problems. So he got in a 7-foot dentist with bad teeth to beat up Bret Hart. It makes no sense. Oh God, wrestling.
Oh man. You can immediately tell when this was as well. It was when the ratings were at their lowest. I wonder why.
So dumb.
The worst part is they did a rerun of that angle with fucking Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. They had a Kiss My Foot match. It's like, how are we level on stupid Kiss My Ass matches and Kiss My Foot matches? Just do something normal.
It's Vince. I mean, that piece of shit. Anyway. Question 3. This story peaked. Not really peaked. I don't know why I wrote peaked. I'm just reading what I wrote earlier. This story peaked when one of the competitors scared the other into thinking they were about to die. Revenge for disrespecting their belongings.
They're gonna die? Oh, that's a good one. Can I get a repeat on that?
This story peaked when one of the competitors scared the other into thinking they were about to die. Revenge for disrespecting their belongings.
Oh, man. Immediately my mind goes to something like an Undertaker feud. But death's a really hard concept to do in wrestling.
Maybe, don't take the death like too literally.
Oh.
Wrestling death, or like at least a severe amount of pain caused.
I might have to pass on that.
Take a guess.
Can I have No. Can I have an era on that? Just to keep it topical.
Yeah, I'll give it era. Attitude era.
Attitude era. Belonging. I'm going to kick myself when I don't get this. No, I'll pass.
You are going to kick yourself. Because what I was describing was Kurt Angle making Stone Cold cry when he thought he was about to throw him off a bridge for throwing his gold medals off of the bridge.
We've even spoken about
We talked about this on the pod. Okay, that's your first incorrect. You are 2 for 3. Right. Question number 4. A duo fall apart after one accidentally pins the other for a title when they laid on them to revive them.
It does sound like the Guerreros. Chavo and Chavo. Or is it Michelle McCool and Layla? This has happened a lot.
Oh, see, that was two guesses. You're so close. You were so close. What I was describing was Eddie pinning China for the Intercontinental Championship when he was protecting her from not losing the belt because she was in a match with Angle and he protects her and pins her by reviving her. She's hit with the title.
It's so dumb and it's so Eddie.
It's so good. That was the end of their the end of their little partnership.
Mamacita.
Yeah.
That thing. It feels like one of those things which I always remember, but I couldn't tell you exactly when it was.
Yeah, same. I had to like double check it. I was like, where the fuck was this?
I think that was distinct enough from the other occasions. I'm happy to. To concede that.
That was just before the redo of DX.
Redo of DX.
Yeah, because she was with Eddie before they reunited.
When that's cool. I'll concede. I respect it.
Okay, that's 2 for 4 now. Okay, I was getting worried. I thought you were going to destroy this. Number 5. This one is so dark. One man steals another man's wife / family, and that's the whole rivalry. Also, the marriage was not kayfabe.
Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett.
I think I just felt like being controversial when putting this one in.
What an asshole! That's targeted assault.
That Angle was nuts. Jeff Jarrett got fired basically for that as well. It was nuts.
But even on TV, they started calling her Karen Jarrett. It's no wonder
they featured their real kids. Oh, that Angle was nuts. I never actually saw it live. I've read and seen a lot about that Angle.
Yeah, it does make me wish I'd seen more TNA. If there is a network for TNA in the UK, I know there's one in America. It's like Fight Network or something. I really want to go back and watch some old TNA. Like 2006, that kind of stuff.
I'd even go back and watch the fucking, the whole main event mafia nonsense.
Yeah. And then get the fuck out of there before January 4th.
Right, question number 6. This Angle saw a young guy proudly beating up old men on a weekly basis.
A young guy beating up old men on a weekly basis. That was Chris Jericho before WrestleMania, where he was fighting Ricky Steamboat. There were others. Roddy Piper. You had Mickey Rourke in there as well. There's one more.
I'm gonna stop you there. That's not the correct answer.
Oh, what?
Because Jericho's not young. He wasn't young.
He was pretty young. Yeah. All right, so this is like a 20-year-old kind of guy. Kind of an era.
This would be Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless Aggression.
It's a lot easier than it should be, this one.
Does kind of feel like Brock.
Final answer, Brock Lesnar.
Sorry?
Brock Lesnar, you going with Brock Lesnar?
Oh, I was. Let's go. It's not fucking in the room next to us.
I don't know. It sounds very bouncy next door. It's very, very worrying. Let's push you for an answer.
Young guy beating up old guys. I'm going to go Brock Lesnar.
You were close when you started listing people, but it was Randy Orton.
Oh, the Legend Killer.
Of course, the Legend Killer angle was where he was just beating up old men on a weekly basis.
That's one of the easiest ones as well. I work myself into a shoot. I go down a rabbit hole.
This one, I'm going all over. I feel like I've gone all over the place for these ones. Question 7. Close friend betrays another because, to quote, they didn't invite them to WrestleMania.
Era, please.
I'll be kind and say reality era. I'll give you this much of a hint. They don't necessarily fight these two people one-on-one. It's just part of a story. But the main issue being like the turning point in the story is because, quote, one didn't invite the other to WrestleMania.
God damn it. This is hard.
This is one of the tougher ones.
Yeah. Reality era as well.
Even it's more recent than you think.
Yeah. I'm so getting outed on this. I like to think it's
like
less
that you said
because of
that.
my knowledge and more because of the way you've worded these. But that Legend Killer one's gonna fucking sting. Didn't invite him to Mania.
My next thing, it was very much, this angle was very much used to push somebody else, to like put someone else over who was sort of newish to the roster, kind of.
Sounds like they
Kind of new to the roster.
So it kind of feels like they chose someone as a tag partner as opposed to this person.
Almost. Can I again push you for an answer?
Reality era. I'm going to pass.
What I was describing was MVP betraying Bobby Lashley and choosing to manage Omos because he was mad that Bobby didn't bring him to WrestleMania in his fight.
I'm fine not getting that.
That was 2022, I believe.
Mania 38?
Yeah.
I'll be real.
So that led to the Bobby versus Omos back and forth.
As much of an homosexual as I am, I had no idea of that one. Really?
I only picked up on it recently. I was watching it like a month ago. I was like, this whole fucking thing. I just thought about it. I was just remembering like MVP complaining, and I was like, that's so random. But that is quite a major point because like he'd been with Bobby for ages, you know.
Yeah.
And he betrayed me. You didn't bring me to WrestleMania. I was sat on my couch. It was great. All right, question number 8. I have worded this very horribly, very intentionally. Like, remember, this is my synopsis. Smarky synopsis. A gang of bullies arrive, who then encounter bigger bullies who proceed to make the bullies look stupid and old.
Stupid and old. Oh. Era.
Oh, this is a good one. This is that murky area between the Attitude and the Ruthless Aggression. That's the biggest and only hint I'm giving you.
Repeat it for me again, please.
A gang of bullies arrive, who then encounter bigger bullies who proceed to make the bullies look stupid and old. What am I describing there?
Look stupid and old. It's not the invasion.
It might be.
No.
No, it's not. It's not. Technically not.
Technically not. Oh no! Don't say technically.
Again, I said I wasn't giving you any more hints. That is sort of a hint.
Oh. I want to go with the invasion.
Come on, you got this. I'm gonna push you for an answer. I want to help you a bit. Like you're so close with where I think you're at with your line of thinking, but know that I'm being intentionally vague. But think more about who I'm describing in terms of when I say a gang of bullies.
A gang of bullies.
Stupid and old.
Stupid and old. Motherfucker. I'd be really interested to see what how early people are getting these as well.
What people think about my wording. Well, you got. You push for the answer. We've got 2 more left.
Bigger gang of bullies.
You're gonna hate this. Just say what you're thinking.
I want to say the invasion.
I can't give it to you. I'm talking about the NWO coming up against Rock and Stone Cold. Because Rock and Stone Cold are trash talking bullies who the NWO introduced, they start trashing people, they come across Rock and Austin who basically make them look stupid. And also are kind of bullies.
And
they make them look stupid and old. Because they're old and outdated.
That was a harsh one.
It was harsh. It was intentionally
at home who got that. Let me know because I need some. But I will accept all the other ones and my wrongdoings there. I need support on that one because that was a fucking ball ache.
Right, the last 2. Right, this one's funny. I forgot I wrote this. Growing frustrated with their underhanded tactics and attempts to screw them over, this wrestler puts a female non-wrestler in a wheelchair for months.
God.
Oh my god! What? Do we to read that one again?
Female wrestler.
Female non-wrestler.
Is that Vince and Linda?
Oh, no. Close. No, not close. No, I won't say that. So again, growing frustrated with their underhanded tactics and attempts to screw them over, this wrestler puts a female non-wrestler in a wheelchair. I would say for weeks. I won't say for months. For weeks.
It's got to be Attitude Era.
No.
What era?
I don't know. I can't remember fully. I don't know where we're landing it because I can't remember exactly the year for this one. So I can't remember if it's Ruthless Aggression or after. But around that. I'll give you around that.
I can imagine it as well. That's the worst part.
It's such a random one. It's so fucking random.
Because I can imagine him wheeling them down to the ring.
They're not a wrestler, remember. So think of someone who isn't a wrestler who's been put in a wheelchair after they piss someone off too much.
We've all been there. I'm imagining like 2006.
Make me realize I probably could have gone a lot easy because there's so many I didn't do. It's like, that's so easy. No, that's so easy.
Yeah, you wanted me to suffer.
Get down to our last 10 minutes left of the podcast. I'm going to push you for an answer again.
You had one guess. I would take those 10 minutes if I could.
If it helps, I think you're going to get the last one. But this one...
So I need to get this one to...
And if it helps, I'll give you 2 points for the last one if you get everything for it. But first, to help yourself, you need to try and just give me a guess for this one. This one, I think the wording is very fair.
Can I get one more time?
Growing frustrated with their underhanded tactics and attempts to screw them over, this wrestler puts a female non-wrestler in a wheelchair for months or for weeks.
Vicky Guerrero?
Yes!
Yeah.
From...
Oh.
I need 2 names.
Oh, you need 2? Fuck.
Who puts her in a wheelchair? And how?
Oh, you didn't
Well,
say
you
how.
don't say how, but like it's very obvious when you name the person, you'll know how.
Wasn't John Cena.
It was not John Cena. I'll give you one more guess on the wrestler.
Edge?
No, it's the Undertaker. He
Oh, he
tombstones
tombstones
her.
Of course he does. Fuck.
He gets pissed off
I
and
really
tombstones her.
That must have been.
It was around that time though, with the feuds of like she's controlling Edge and
Yeah, that have been around like when he's got the Edge heads. It's like WrestleMania 24.
I don't know that much. You know more than me about that.
Because I can picture Vicky in a neck brace.
Yeah.
You're a sick man.
Okay. This one is so obvious, but I'll give you 2 points if you can give me everything I want to hear from this answer, and you'll know immediately. A person becomes enraged at a new talent who they believe to be a known wrestler in disguise.
So, Vince McMahon. This is immediately after the WrestleMania 19 match, in which Hulk Hogan, famed cunt, defeats him. And then Vince gets rid of Hulk Hogan, and immediately a blue masked man with a little star on his forehead comes in with a little moustache like that. And his name is Mr. America. And throughout the course of this, there's a little bit on SmackDown afterwards where this wrestler he's even had lie detector tests where he is proven to not be Hulk Hogan, lifts the mask up to reveal Hulk Hogan and goes shh on national television.
I'll give you 1 point.
Oh.
For the second point?
Are you looking for more people? Or
Maybe. Or maybe...
You got Roddy Piper in there.
No, not more people. I'm talking about maybe another instance of this exact same story.
I'll give you the tidbit, which is Juan Cena, which didn't happen.
No.
But I love so much.
Come on. Think a lot more recently.
A lot more recently. Ah, shit. That's my worst era with a product.
Not that recently.
Oh, that recently.
Before I started watching again.
Please don't watch it again.
There was a lie detector test involved. I believe even a DNA test.
I don't know if I know that one.
Oh, I can only give you 1 point then. I was looking for Elias/Ezekiel and Kevin Owens with the exact same story. Because I saw it recently and I was like, this is just the fucking Mr. America thing all over it.
But it's so much better.
So much dumber.
Yeah. All the
Just the guy that no one knows.
As soon as
someone else.
As soon as he came down to the ring, you could hear the chatter in the crowd as well. Like, that is Elias. I'm not gonna lie. I feel ashamed of how this has gone.
You got 4 out of 6. 4 out of 10. Sorry. You could have got a bonus point and got 5. But unfortunately, you were not able to say or identify whose Fabe this is. Until next time.